Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. So we're going to start with the two round circles for the eyes. Starting on the left, at the top, draw one circle for the eye. And then right to the right side, we're going to draw the same size circle for the right eye. Now let's draw the eyelids. So we're going to draw a little bit of a sleepy eye. So we're going to draw a curve on the top on the right, and a curve on the top on the left. We're going to draw one pupil. So a small circle, just on the right side, on the left eye. Draw a little highlight at the top. Let's draw one circle in the middle of the right eye. So this is the right pupil. And we'll draw a tiny circle for the highlight on the right side. And let's get into the brows. So on the right eye, we're going to drop the eyebrow down, just to give them a little bit of frown. So starting in the middle of the head, go around the eye, and then down. On the left side, I'm going to start on the outside of the left eye. We're going to come up, and then we're going to come into the inner part of that eye. Now let's draw the tip of the nose. So from the bottom inner edge of the left eye, I'm going to curve out. From here, I'm going to just draw an angled line coming in. And then from the tip, I'm going to curve around to the right side. Now we're going to connect these two spots with a curve that goes up. Let's go into the mouth. So we're going to draw a curve that goes from the top of the lip, and then we're going to turn it up on the end on the right side. From here, I'm going to just draw a little bracket, a little curve like that. Let's go back to the front of the mouth here. I'm just going to draw a curve for the bottom of the lip that goes all the way up to that bracket there. Now for the bottom of the lip, all I need to do is just draw a little curve like that. Let's go to the outer edge of the face and just draw the profile. So from here, I'm going to go down to the chin. Now the chin is quite big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the edge of this eyebrow and curve out towards the cheek, come down towards the chin. Now this is going to swoop back up to the side of the face here. So curving back up towards the side of the head. Now from here, I'm going to draw the top of the head. Curve across the top, and then I'm going to just connect that edge of the head there. Now let's draw the little swirl in the chin. So from here, I'm just going to draw sort of like a backwards 6, just for the chin detail. Let's draw the cap. So from here, just above this eyebrow, I'm just going to draw the curve for the top of the head. Just come down on the side of the head like this. From here, I'm just going to draw a little lump. So just a little hump like that. I'm going to go straight down. On this side of the head, I want to draw the reverse of that. So just the flipped over version of that little hump. Just beside this eye, kind of like that. Okay, now let's draw the chest piece first before we get into the rest of the body. So I'm going to start with a curve that goes up. So from shoulder to shoulder, I'm just going to draw an upward curve like that. I can go in and just finish off this neckline. And then from here, I just want to draw up a straight line down for the other side of the neck. From here, I'm just going to curve up and then come back down. From this side, I'm going to go straight across. From here, on this side of the neck, I'm going to go straight across and just leave a little bit of a gap here and curve up. From this side, I'm going to draw a straight line across the top. Over here, I'm going to draw a straight line across the top. Now these are going to come down to the hips. Okay, so right about here, I want the rib cage. So from this point, I'm going to curve down to right about there. From this side, I'm going to curve down to about the same height. So let's go down, curve like so. Now these are going to kind of round out here, but there's actually sort of a rib cage fold in here. So from this corner, I'm going to curve around like this. And then from this point, I'm just going to curve upwards to connect to that point there. Now let's do a little bit of detail in the chest. So right here is my center point. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw two lines on either side of the center, and it converge to a point in the middle. From here, I'm going to take this point in the middle, drop it down a little bit, and angle out evenly on both sides. At this point, I'm going to curve up into the side, and this point, I'm going to curve up into the side. Let's draw some stripes. So from here, I'm going to curve two lines underneath this chest area, and on this side, I'll do the same thing. Just like that. Here there's a big red button, so let's draw a big circle, kind of like that. Over here, there's like 3 little buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw elongated oval. So starting on the top, draw an oval here, and I'm going to do this 3 times across the chest. All the way across like that. Now let's draw the stomach area. So from here, it's about that wide, so I'm going to take this point here and curve down to the hips. I'm going to take this point and curve across and go straight up to the rib cage. Here, I'm just going to draw a straight line across, just to show the back side of that chest area. And inside here, all I need to do is draw just a series of curves going across. Just across the stomach here, like that. Now let's get into the hips and the lower waist. So here, I'm going to just curve out 2 curves on either side of the hips, coming down to a center point. So here, I'm going to draw a curve going up, and then connecting these 2 points with an inner curve going across like that. And just for a little bit of detail up here, I'm going to draw a curve going down, or a straight line coming down to the middle, and going up again on the one side here. Let's get into the legs. So right here, where the hip meets the inner part of the leg, I'm going to come in with a curve. So this is roughly where the knees are going to be. The feet will come down to about here. So I'm just measuring out with my eyes. So from here, I'm going to curve down. Connect these 2 points with an angled line. Right about here, I'll just do a little detail, a little rivet here. Let's draw the kneecap. So from here, I'm going to draw a curve going out. And then these 2 points here and here are going to converge to a center. So I'll put a point there and just draw 2 straight lines going right to the middle there. From the back, I'm just going to draw an angled line, just like I did on the top here. And just inside, I'm going to draw sort of like a curve, sort of showing the knee for the joint. And then here, I'm going to draw another circle. From this point, I'm going to curve out towards the ankle. Right about here, the back, I'm going to curve out towards the back of the heel. Now, these are going to come to a center point, but I'm going to draw a circle right here, a big circle for the joint, and then just draw a smaller one inside. This line is going to go right into that. This line is going to go right into that. And let's just make that twice as thick. So 2 lines going down towards that circle there. Now, let's get into the foot. So from here, right at the front point, I'm going to curve out to the front toe. This point, I'm going to curve the bottom of the foot. And then this, I'm going to just tuck in underneath that pant leg. Just make a sole. So here, I'm just going to double up the thickness of the bottom of the foot. And at the toe, right about here, I'm just going to curve down just like that. Let's draw the other leg. So this one is going to be pointing forward. So from this inner part of the leg, I'm just going to draw a straight line down. From here, on the outer part of the hip, I'm going to curve in, like so. These 2 points are going to go to a center point. So I'm going to draw a point right in the middle. I'm going to draw a curve going to that center point, and a curve going down to the outer part of the leg. From here and here, I'm going to connect them with a curve, a smooth curve. Let's draw the pant leg. So this is going to come down to right about here. So from here, curve down to the inner part of the leg, and then to the outer part of the leg, I'm going to curve out as well. Now connecting these 2 points with a curve, and then I'm going to draw a thick curve, just like I did on this side here. And then right here on the ankle, I'm just going to draw 2 curves going out. From the inner part of the foot, I'll just draw a straight line going down, and I'm going to curve this all the way to the front here. So curving out and back in underneath that pant cuff. Let's draw that sole. So I'm just going to draw a thick sole going across the foot, and then this band right over here is just going to curve along the top of the foot here. Now there's a seam along the front of the leg, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here, draw a straight line into that knee, draw a curve across the knee, and then this is going to swoop right across the foot like that. Let's get into the arms, starting with the one on the right. So I want to basically draw a big shoulder joint, so it's basically a circle, but this gets tucked inside behind that chest. So starting at the top, I'm just going to curve around like so. From this point, I'm just going to curve this in and tuck this in behind that shoulder. This point, I'm going to tuck in behind that shoulder as well. From here, I'm just going to draw a curve. So going to the top, I'm going to curve across like this, just for a little bit of detail. And then I'm just going to draw a circle in here as well. Let's go to the other side and draw the same thing. So on this side, I'm going to draw just a little bit of that shoulder joint. I'm going to separate it, kind of like that, and we'll draw a circle as well on that side. So, okay, so now we got both of the shoulders. Let's get into the arm on this side. So from here, I'm going to draw a straight line for the upper part of the arm. I'm going to connect these 2 points with a curve. Inside here, I'm just going to draw a little bit of detail. So just a little curve going across like that. Up here, I'm going to have the arm coming into the hips. Okay, so he's got his fist in his hips. So up here, I'm just going to draw a curve for the upper part of the forearm. And then here, I'm just going to draw a part of a circle for the elbow joint. You can also go in and draw a little circle like that. And here, I'm going to go right into the wrist. So drawing a straight line into the wrist. This wrist is going to be thinner. It's going to basically taper out like that. I'll draw a curve for a little bit of detail. Now for the wrist, I'm just going to keep it simple and just draw 2 little lines coming out. So you can see that it's inside of that wrist line. From at the top, I'm just going to curve out. From the bottom, I'm going to curve out. And we're just going to draw a big sort of rectangle on the back of the hand. Let's go to the left side here and draw the exact same thing but just flipped over. So here, draw a straight line, and then connecting that with a curve. So, and we'll draw that little detail up here, like so. Now this part here, because they're sort of in an angle, the body's in an angle, it's going to get tucked in behind the upper part of the arm. So I'm going to draw the bottom part of the arm first, and this is going to curve out like that. He's going to converge towards the wrist. So I'm just going to draw the wrist part first, and then draw the 2 lines. Maybe this will curve in a little bit like that. I'll draw a little curve for a little bit of detail like I did here. And we'll draw the elbow joint. So curve on one side, curve on the inside, to the wrist. So let's draw 2 short lines coming out. And this will curve on the bottom and on the top. We'll draw that rectangle on the back side of the arm. And I think, let's draw a little bit of a detail across the chest here. So this is where it says Lightyear across the chest. And I think that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like, share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.